traders who are too scared to risk a lot of money, they never get to that point. But you have the advantage of being at this point now that can literally change your life.
Hey, it's Walter here, and you're at the Think Profit podcast, where we're going to help you develop a rock-solid trading confidence and avoid the potentially endless cycle of system switching. Right, Hugh?
That's right. We're going to help you develop a wealth mindset, develop a trading strategy that fits your core personality, and help you overcome the obstacles that stop over 90% of traders.
All right, Hugh, sounds good. You ready to go?
Yeah, let's do this. Hey, Walter, this question comes from YouTube. So a trader asks, should his trading psychology or mindset be after losing all of his money?
We've talked about this before in other podcasts. The Market Wizards book, they are almost not completely without exception, but nearly without exception. If you read Market Wizards and New Market Wizards by Jack Schwager, we can put the link down in the notes for this. But basically, almost all of those traders, they've been through that. They had a situation where they had too much risk on. They took a loss that either wiped them out or just was too hard for them to process, and they swore that they would never do that again. And so you can use that as a leverage point in your life. You can go, okay, I've done this, I've made this mistake, and I swear to never do it again. Mm-hmm. It's not the luck of the draw why this happened, right? That is not what's the luck of the draw. The luck of the draw is when you give your money to a broker and the broker runs off with the money and you never see it again. Okay, that's luck of the draw, right? But what you did was poor risk management. I mean, there's no way to I mean, I can sugarcoat it, but that's what it is. And so you need to get into risk management. You need to learn about risk, and you need to understand why. Not only did the risk rules that you employed, whether you were aware of them or not, led to that, but you can also see how the risk rules that you employed almost made it a certainty that what happened was what was going to happen. And I can link up the risk calculator if you guys are interested. You have to understand your strategies and have some statistics on them, the basic ones like average win and average loss and the win rate. But if you have all that, you can plug it into the risk calculator that we can put in the notes for this. Go there, watch the video. It's a short video, shows you how to use it. But that will give you an idea of how these odds play out, right? Because that's what you're doing. You're playing a game that you don't understand the odds to. That's the only reason why you would lose all your money. And I raise my hand as someone who's done this many, many times. Okay. I did this for over 4 years. I screwed up and did these sorts of things, these crazy things, because I didn't understand. Embarrassingly, I had a graduate minor in statistics and I didn't understand what I was doing. So I am the poster boy for idiocy, right? So it's not about how much confidence you have in a trade. That's irrelevant to how much you should risk. In fact, some of the Market Wizards, there was an interview in there where one of them says, he goes, I don't think that you should have a graduated level of risk. Like it should either be all like a full risk for this trade because it's worthy, or none, right? Mm. So there are traders who will argue that like, oh, well, if it's this kind of trade, you could risk this much. If it's this kind of trade, you risk this much and all that. And he makes a good case, I think, I can't remember who it was, but he makes a good case for, either on or off, sort of binary and when it comes to trading. Anyway, so that's what I would say. That's my spiel, is that that what happened to you was not only likely, but probably nearly inevitable. That you were employing risk rules that you weren't aware of. So you need to understand what you were doing. And then how do you vow to never do it again? Because if you vow to never do it again and you don't ever do it again, you come from a long line of traders who are very successful, who use that turning point to become successful. That was the seed that a lot of those Market Wizards planted, and they said, okay, I'm not doing this again. This is awful. Like I borrowed this money from my dad, or all my investors that gave me the money, I blew it up, or all my life savings, I, lost 35% of it one day, or whatever it is, that can be literally the point that grows your trading career if you let it and if you understand what happened. So it's a very good opportunity, actually, if you think about it. Like it's one of those things that traders who are too scared to risk a lot of money, they never get to that point. But you have the advantage of being at this point now that can literally change your life if you let it. But you gotta know what to do from here. So that's what I would say.
Yeah. Of the successful traders I've seen, the ones that were successful the fastest actually blew out accounts the fastest also. So it's like that fail faster type of thing, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
So that's what it was. I wasn't blowing up my accounts fast enough. Yeah.
blow it up now.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thanks, Walter.
Thanks.
All information in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only and is not trading or investment advice.